Welcome to Chasing Chips. No matter what sport you play, you're chasing chips. I'm mad though because I was trying to put the intro song on this episode, but Apple Podcasts won't let me do it. I created the song, I produced it, I made the beat, I put it on there, I put Aaliyah's voice in there, and it said you can't. Your episode is unavailable. So I don't understand. I'm gonna have to just
Mm.
figure it out again because
You
I'm
might
gonna
need some
post.
help.
Huh?
I'm sure that there's a way to post the audio in there, right?
Yeah, I think I just have to put it to but that's just too much more steps. Now I got to do export the
Mm.
audio, put it in Audacity, put the intro on there, and then upload it as one, so they think it's part of the audio of the pod. But anywho,
Trifling. I don't know what's going on, but
man,
I'm
oh
gonna be
day,
like,
I'm trying to
yeah,
get
fuck
47
yeah,
points, bro. I'm trying to get 47 points, trying people to hear this nice intro that I made with my daughter's voice. It's dope,
yeah.
but
It was cool.
Ja Morant, 47 points, went crazy. I believe he can keep doing it. You know, I believe he can keep leading his team, especially if Klay Thompson's going to be trash uh, on offense. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, he was good on defense." Man, bro, look at the Warriors need him on both sides. It's just how it's always been for the rest of his time. He needs to be playing well on both sides. He's not shooting well. He's not scoring a lot. He's freaking tired. For one, he got to run around and guard Desmond Bain all game, and then off of Desmond Bain, got guard Ja Morant. Desmond Bain is a big dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a physical guy. So, man, Ja killed it. Ja was incredible. It was electrifying. You know what I'm saying? Off of the rock, he's the most electrifying player in the NBA for sure. Not even close. The layups he does is incredible, and I love it so much.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun watching Ja play. He's incredible. He has a lot of like balance up in the air. It's crazy. He just sometimes I feel like he doesn't even really have an agenda or plan when he goes to like he jumps in the paint, and then all of a sudden like he'll just kind of move based off of the defender, and he'll just create body contact and then just do that up and under. And he's like, I don't know, he always does that. He always just like goes with the body and then goes like up and under someone. And it's incredible how he can stay in the air like that. It reminds me of like Michael Jordan a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and Derrick Rose. So
Yeah, the hang time is wild. Some
yeah,
people just not everybody got it. Not everybody got that hang time. They can stay up there for a minute, change in midair. It's wild, man. I
yeah.
know. I know a lot of people were talking about the whole flagrant two foul. Was it dirty? Was it on purpose? It was right at the beginning of the game. People like Dylan Brooks. I mean, for me, I thought it was dirty. I'm sorry. It's just bro. You came from across the court and you just came swinging. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
Ja caused the foul, top of the line, 3-point line. Yes, he could have had a layup. You don't want to give up easy points, but there's so many ways to foul without swiping at somebody's head. Like, I know you're
Yeah.
not trying to make him make the shot, and I know you. If you foul hard, so you don't get the and one. Right? That's what
Yeah,
coaches
I don't know.
always say.
I
My
don't
goodness,
think it was necessarily a flagrant two, or it was, and then they haven't just been calling it consistently. That's my thing. It's
what
just
are you
like
talking about? Well,
that.
whoa, okay,
Well,
go ahead.
I will say, not to shoot myself in the foot here, that Chris Paul did do a very similar thing to Herb Jones whenever we played the Pelicans, where he like went, swiped, and smacked him directly in the face and did not get kicked out of the game. Again, I am a Suns fan. Sorry I had to do that. Other Suns fans, but it's true.
Yeah,
Very similar hit, like swinging and hit him pretty much right in the face.
was
And I
he?
think Chris Paul knew what he's doing. Was it dirty? I don't know. I think the question is, was it malicious? And no, I don't think either of these were malicious.
Oh, I
Because
think I think it was definitely malicious.
I do think that Gary Payton getting tripped up before Dylan Brooks was coming slowed him down, and I think that had an effect on Dylan Brooks, like in the angle that he had. That said, yeah, I don't think he was trying to hurt him. I think he was
Yeah,
just trying
no.
to give him a hard foul, and sometimes that's what players are doing. And yeah, did he deserve to get kicked out of the game? I think he did. Um, but then like you got to call it consistently across the board, and that's
Yeah,
my complaint.
I don't think I'll say I don't think Dylan Brooks is a dirty player. I think he's
Yeah.
just one of them guys that plays super hard on D. Things that happen. Do I think it was a dirty play? I do. I think I do. I do. I think
Mm.
you just can't like. I understand you're a basketball player, but like how you just slow down. I don't believe you know what you're doing coming off. There's so many ways to foul somebody. I can just take your arms out up top, make sure you don't make it. I can do that. I know you try to protect yourself at the same time, but how he came down and he hit him really hard. I'm not gauging this off of he was injured after he's gonna be sitting out round. In game 3.
Well, he
Do
fractured
I
his
think
elbow, right?
I don't? Yeah, he fractured his elbow. Do I think he
Mm.
needs to sit out? Do I think he needs suspended? I don't think so. I
No.
think it was just a hard foul. It's a
Yeah.
little dirty foul, like level 1 dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's like on the level of Chris Paul.
Level
You
one
should
dirty.
be level 1 Oh, there's different levels of dirty
Yeah. Yeah.
fouls now.
Right.
We all know that could
Yeah.
be. He could have just the number what level 5 is. He keeps going while he goes up and goes under him. That's
Right.
the number 1 worst foul anybody can make in a game is undercutting somebody. I
Yeah.
don't care. Nobody says that is the worst foul in basketball.
But I will. Let's bring up real quick though. The flagrant 2 by Draymond as well. And yes,
That wasn't a
that
flagrant.
was a flagrant 2. And this whole talk of everyone saying, "Oh, that was a soft foul."
It's a
You're
smack in
you're
the
you're
head.
crazy. You're crazy. Like, what were you watching? I mean, he smacked him directly in the face, and then he pulled him down by his jersey. Like, that's 2 blatant, like, issues that combined create a flagrant 2. Like,
Yeah, and I
and then
wouldn't.
Draymond's always claiming the victim and shit like that. It pisses me off because everyone knows that he is, um I don't want to say a dirty player because he's not a dirty player, I'd say, but he does foul the shit out of people on purpose. Like, is he malicious? No. Is he trying to hurt anybody? Of course not. But
Mm.
does he foul people on purpose and try to get away with hitting someone in the face? Do I think that he accidentally hit that guy in the face? No, I don't.
No,
I
no.
think I think he hit him on the face and just thought that it was going to be a little bit less
Yeah, he didn't think he was gonna get. He
dramatic.
didn't think he was gonna get kicked out.
Yeah. So this whole victim mentality, I love Draymond jumping on the podcast. I think that's super fun, but
Mhm.
it is a bit annoying how he's sitting here claiming the victim when everyone knows. It's like Chris Paul claiming the victim. Like, Chris Paul doesn't go out in the media like talking about how he
He
shouldn't
sounded a
have got
little.
the flagrant and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, Chris Paul knows what he does and he takes ownership of what he does. So just saying,
I
when
don't know
doesn't he?
about that. Not all the
When
time.
doesn't he?
Well, look at here.
Except
We're
when
not
Scott
going.
Foster is involved.
Oh my
Scott
goodness gracious!
Foster has it out for him. That's the problem.
Celtics Bucks. Is this series going 7?
No, but hold on. So, uh, with the Warriors, they shot shit from 3-point. I think they shot 18% from 3-point range. That's terrible. Yeah, Clay's obviously not back to normal. I don't think he will ever be back to normal. At least this playoffs, maybe next year, the year after. Um, he's been struggling. He's been off and on. It's a real roller
He's been
coaster.
off. There's no off
And
and on.
Andrew
He's off.
Wiggins, the All-Star, is going to remain, mediocre. Draymond Green, no offensive pressure, always shooting 4 or 5 shots. Gary Payton's losing him is going to be tough if they lose him for this series because he's a big defensive factor. And yeah, so I mean, it's great to see the Grizzlies even it up, and I think they have a chance to actually win this series, honestly. But yeah,
Celtics Bucks.
Celtics Bucks.
Is this game going 7? Is this series going 7?
I think so because Giannis. I think the Celtics are a better team because of Chris Middleton being out. But then Giannis is the best player in the NBA. So he will extend it to 7. And unfortunately, due to the lack of firepower on the offensive side, they will lose game 7 to the Celtics.
I don't think it goes 7. I think it goes about 6. Because if they can beat them without Marcus Smart, and people are gonna be like, oh, they have Marcus Smart, then they beat I think because Marcus Smart adds another element that I think Grant Williams is a better shooter than Marcus Smart.
Is
So
Marcus Smart coming back though?
yeah, he is. But if Marcus
He's
Smart's
got
on
a
the
bruise.
floor and he's shooting more, it's better for the Bucks. You'd rather
Yeah.
have Marcus Smart taking those threes than Grant Williams. Grant Williams
Mhm.
is a better 3-point shooter. So that's where I think it
That's
goes. It's really one of those weird things that when your guy gets injured, your team played a little bit better, but didn't play, won't play
yeah.
like that every single game because Marcus does bring that defensive firepower that Grant
Mhm.
Williams does not. But that one game, Grant
What
showed
you talking
up.
about? Grant Williams is playing great defense on Giannis. He was playing
Yes.
great defense. I love that chubby 3-point shooter.
28 points, 9 rebounds. That's great defense. I
Yeah.
believe it. Yeah. Yeah. I
Well,
guess
no, no. I
he
mean, come on,
stopped
you
him
gotta
from
contain.
scoring 40 again. I mean, a 40
I
point
feel
game.
like that's a pretty good task. You gotta
Yeah.
understand that it's not about the stat
Yeah.
sheet, it's about containing these stars. It's like what the Suns do Luka.
Giannis was contained in game 2.
Yeah, they lost. They only scored what? Uh, 86 points? I'd say that is containment. The whole team
That's
only
probably
scored
because
86.
the rest of the team didn't show up. Drew Holiday had 21, had 29. They had pretty much almost the same
Yeah,
stats as last game.
what I'm
The
saying
same
is that
stats as game
what
1.
I'm saying is
Just
Giannis
Grayson
is
Allen
gonna
didn't have
get
double
his.
digits.
Giannis is gonna get his always. You
And
know?
Drew Holiday, like, that's what I'm saying. It's the other guys. It's the whole team. Every series is other guys got to
Mhm.
show up. The playoffs are about the other guys.
Yeah.
The two main guys can do all they want, all they can, and they will. But if the other guys you don't have 2 or 3 other guys other than your stars have 10 plus points, you're gonna
Mhm.
have a problem. Brooke Lopez didn't show up. Grayson didn't show up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's what it is. Pat Connaughton didn't show up, but Giannis, yes, she shot a little, has shot 40% from the field, but still, that's not like I'm not gonna ever say Grant Williams made it difficult for Giannis. No,
I think
no.
I honestly think he did, and I think that, if it's a really tough task, stopping the Bucks from entering the free throw line, like, every possession, and I'm just saying, like, it's a very
Here we
difficult
go.
task to, like, guard Giannis and not foul the shit out of him, because he creates contact, and I'm just saying from firsthand experience, it's very tough.
Oh, you've guarded him before, first-hand experience?
No, the
You've
Suns
guarded him before, or have you just watched just
yeah,
like
I used
me
to
and
yeah.
he's
I
just
used to guard. No, I was saying when the Suns played him in the championship, I saw that shit,
he
like,
plays like that
right in front of me.
against everybody. It's not just the
Yeah.
Suns. He plays like that against every single person, not just the Suns. All that fear coming out your mouth. Yeah, all that fear.
So
You
he only
just want
shot
them to
9 free throws.
lose.
He only shot 9 free throws last night. That's containment. That's what I'm talking about. That's
And that's
how they contained
complaining.
him.
He's
What?
not gonna get. They're not gonna get. He's not gonna be consistently get double digit free throws every single time. If it's
Are
game
you
one,
insane? Are you insane? Giannis, lives on the free throw line. During the playoffs, Giannis lives on the free throw line. What are you talking about? 9 free throws is pretty fucking good, I must say.
he shot 9 or made 9.
He shot 9. He made 5. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
there you go. He makes it 9. He got 33 points again. He make those 4. He got 34
Yeah,
points
they're
once
not
again,
going
and he
crazy,
he
but
scores more than he did last game. It does not matter. You can go ahead and say it's the free throws that he's not James Harden, which is a great transition. He's not
yeah.
James Harden. His whole game isn't prevalent on being at the free throw line.
I'm just
So
saying though, Wesley Matthews got
Giannis does not have to go to the free throw line every single time to be the leading scorer on his team.
yeah.
That's what you think. That is not what it is. He doesn't play the game just to get fouls. That's not what it is. Just because you get the guys ain't off balance when they're guarding him and they foul him because he is a physical player, matches physical is physical. Okay, you get 9 free throws. But come on, man. Come on. That's not it.
Well, I mean,
That's
I just like the fact that they're not calling little ticky tack fouls.
all
One thing
right.
I did notice though is Wesley Matthews, bro. You gotta go, man. I'm sorry. Every team you go on, you're just walking minus. Neg 24. You
The
shot
whole
two,
team was
one of
negative.
two, one of two shots. You played 29, almost 30 minutes, and you only shot twice. Brooke Lopez he played about 25 minutes and only shot twice. Ugh, that's gross. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
maybe you're right. Maybe the Celtics are just gonna stomp the shit out of them.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I know you kind of said that.
No, I did not. No, don't put that in my mouth. I have
You
the Bucks
said
going
that,
to the
bro. You
champion.
said
I
that.
have the
You said
Bucks
it wrong.
winning the championship. Yes, I have the Bucks winning the chip. No, I don't. No, I don't. I have Bucks. I have Suns winning the chips. I'm sorry, but
Right.
I do believe it's a team game, and that's what I just said. I said that. I said because the other guys didn't show up, they lost to the Celtics. If
Yep.
the other if three guys every time watch, if three guys on their team have double digits, they win the game. It's that simple.
Well, like Javon
Does
Carter.
James Harden, like I was saying, somebody leaves that free throws. Does James Harden have it in him to get this game too? Does James
No,
Harden have it
no.
in the
James Harden is
16,
washed up.
9, 5, and 5? That's what everybody's been saying. James Harden's washed. He's done. He's just contract chasing. One of my other friends said that James Harden isn't really worried about championship anymore. He's just worried about contracts, which is a little ridiculous. I think every player is worried about championships. I think you're not going to keep playing the game if you're not trying to win championships. I know you can go get a bag and everything like that,
Yeah.
but I feel like James Harden can go get a bag anywhere he wants on and off the court.
Right.
So I don't believe he can do it. That's just off me. Do I think he's washed? I don't think so. I think it's just been a weird year for him. Until he figures out where he wants to be and where he wants to stay. I think he's going to opt in for the extension because it's $47 million. Why would you not opt in? But
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I think he's entered the Westbrook territory in the sense that he has lost a key attribute of his game, to where Westbrook was more athletic and had bunnies and was very quick. He's kind of lost his step. Same thing with James Harden. You know, those injuries has slowed him down a little bit, and I think that he's lost his step and he's not as agile as he once was. So it's I know he's always been an ISO player, but that sort of gameplay doesn't really work if you can't drive to the basket. If you're not a threat to drive, then people are just going to sit there on the arc and try to defend that perimeter. And I don't know. I think he's slowed down a lot. So I think that's one of his main factors into why he's not as good of a or as big of an offensive threat nowadays. And I think he's on the decline for sure. I don't want to say I want to take back saying that he's washed because he's not washed because he's still a great facilitator. I think he's still a great facilitator, but he's a liability on defense, and he has lost a lot of his offensive ability. So I don't know. It's tough. That contract is definitely not worth it. That trade was definitely not worth it. And I think the Sixers are losing this series, no doubt.
Suns Mav. Who cares, right? Why watch this game? We already know who's winning. It's gonna be Suns in 4, like you said. It's really not no need to have another conversation since this game hasn't happened yet. Josh said Suns in 4, so we're gonna see tonight if it is Suns in 4. The craziest thing that I saw last night, though, I would love to give you a rebuttal. I would love to, but there's really no need. What you gonna say? What you gonna say different? What you gonna
So
say different?
we're gonna. I'm just saying
What
we're gonna
new
win
thing?
13 in a row against the Mavericks after this sweep. So I'm just saying, like,
Oh
um,
wow.
Mavericks, you guys need
No,
more
there's no need
players.
to talk about what they need. Okay,
Jalen
nobody
Brunson,
cares. Nobody
Spencer
cares.
Dinwiddie. That ain't
Nobody
it.
cares. What I do care about is that Dave Chappelle got tackled last night at his show. It's
Yeah.
not funny, but it is funny. It's crazy that this man is like really hated, like to the point that he's got tackled. It's funny, and also Chris Rock came on stage. Was like, "Was that Will Smith?" You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Chris. You know, hold on to that for as long as you can. Get the
Right.
dough from it. You know, use it to yourself. Get juiced up. Get that more money. Hey, why not? But
I will
anywho,
say though, that was a textbook tackle.
that boy was ready.
That
He
boy
was
was
ready.
ready. That was
He
and
was
that
ready.
was a pretty hard hit. So
Dude was
shout
like,
out to the LGBTQ community for housing these beef heads and Ray Lewis like people, and I'm just saying that was a very nice
that
tackle.
was a
So
really yeah, it looks like he got stomped out backstage. He broke his
he
looks like his
did.
arm was broke when they pulled him into the ambulance. His like
Oh,
arm was
really?
like backwards, and he had a gun and a knife on him. So it could have got worse. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm like, I started like not as funny, but it was because it could have been worse, but it wasn't. But
Mm.
I'm happy Dave is cool.
Yeah, he's all
I'm
right. He
happy
made some
his
jokes
show went
afterwards.
on. Um, y'all just gotta calm down, man. This
Yeah,
like
why
for
Dave?
real.
Why Dave?
Like this is just too much. Like there's so
Yeah.
many other people doing like I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
is
think
going on.
let's be clear is that in my opinion, the stage is a safe place. I think that especially for comedians, there's like an unwritten law or unwritten rule that we're accepting what they say, and that it's just a part of the act, and it's something that we have to allow a safe space for. So this whole like physical altercations when a comedian says something you don't like is not okay in my opinion. So fuck that shit. Just deal with it and stop fucking stop all this fucking angry angry
People
I
just
hate
angry,
it.
man.
I
And
don't
just,
get it.
do meditation,
Yeah, there you go.
breathe,
Breathe.
ocean breath.
Just-
You know what I'm saying?
You
Take a
don't need
deep
to be
breath. You know what I'm
fighting
saying?
people for this, it's just
Yeah.
words, bro, just words.
Anywho, hey, enjoy the games tonight. Chasing chips. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it.
Sons of 4, baby.